And here we are with somebody who stood the test of times, and she stays grinding. What's up, Armani Caesar? How you doing, sis?
I'm doing great.
Now, for all the people out there, you might see the homie with Griselda doing her thing, being phenomenal and great and all that. But there's a grind to it. There's a story.
A heavy grind.
So now none of this is overnight.
None of it.
So how'd you feel? The security, was it a little bit nerve-wracking for you to leave Buffalo and go to school in NC?
No. I mean, I had to start from square one because I didn't know nobody. So, like, literally just tapping in with the DJs, tapping in with even, like, studios, producers, all of that. I had to do that from scratch. Like, nobody gave me nothing.
What was your mom playing that was really having you hyped? Like, okay, my mom be nodding her head a little something.
She was playing Big, Kim, like, all the fly shit, Tupac, like, she was lit.
You know what I love, sis, is that hearing you speak, you're still a fan of this shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I love the trek of NC because that's like where, you don't have that foundation, a little shaky. You're trying to navigate that space.
Right.
Of course, in college, and you was changing your majors, right? You was a fan of changing your majors.
Like draws, man. It's crazy.
You're also a product of the Ninth Wonder type of move. And how special was that to have two individuals who have some, grit in this business?
I mean, that was the first class I registered for. Like, everything else I was, like, super last minute. But, like, that was a class I'm like, I got to get in it. They having a hip-hop and context class. And then getting into it and it not just being, like, y'all just sitting around just listening to music. Like, we actually had to do, like, real research, write real papers, come every class with, like, facts and news on hip-hop and really just, like, do the work. We had to buy a book. That book was, like, $125.
Look at this.
It was
committed.
Yeah, it was real. So... it was cool because right off the gate, like, I gave Knife my mixtape. Like, I had a mixtape out at the time called Bath and Body Work.
Yes.
And it was wild. Like, it was wild. I was talking crazy on it. But he gave me my props. He like, yo, you fire. Like, I'm not going to hold you. Like, you can definitely spit. But I can't really listen to, I can't be your professor. And
you
like,
wildin',
really,
you wildin'.
Yeah,
you going in.
I was doing the most.
You doing what Armani does.
But, like, he spent the block. I actually got a song with one of his artists. So,
okay,
yeah.
That's good. Now, you down with the Buffalo kid looking dudes, right?
Yeah, that's gang.
Westside Gunn, wherever you at, man. She got superpowers, fam. Come on, son. What's up, young man? How you doing? You good? None of this. Look at this old dude. Those kneecaps were awesome in the past.
Oh, man, ever since I put this bracelet on.
Oh, my God. No more popping and locking for you. You was out here doing it great. Hey, Westside, could you tell me if the association with that big ghost movement, did you feel that was that extra push?
You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for that. All those, like, tapes in the beginning, the Purists out of London, Big Ghost and... it's like, those was just, I don't know, it was just like underground sensations, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what changed everything was the Fly Guy album. That was the changing point of, like, okay, who is these dudes? You know what I mean? Just that imagery, that Fly Guy imagery tattooed on people's bodies all across the world.
How great is that?
Like, people go crazy for that shirt or that hat if they see it today. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a hip-hop phenomenon. Like, I look at that, 10 years from now, they gonna be looking at that as like a Wu-Tang W.
Yeah, there you
know
go.
What I'm saying? Like, for real.
There you go. So now, holding the homie down and being like, yo, come through. What was that timeline that you seen it with Armani?
I can't even really just say. I mean, of course it was after, like, the Shady deal and all of that, though. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I already known her, you know what I'm saying? So when it was time to, like, expand and we needed a first lady to just, like, really carry the flag, she was already basically down with the team from a decade ago.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So
Family
it's like
shit.
I didn't have to go nowhere. Like, this is all Buffalo shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I reached back out, you know what I mean? And I just had a vision, you know what I'm saying? And I already knew she could spit. Like, I knew she had, like, club records and fun records and all that, but I also knew that, she could go in a cypher with Conway and Benny and hold her own. So it's like, and look like that. And from my city, you know what I'm saying? Like,
me, I'm one of those kids who, I grew up a Buffalo Bills fan because Coogee Rap wore a Bills hat. And I thought it was cash. I thought it was money. So I bought everything Bills. My dad's like, wait, how you knew they were going to make the Super Bowl? And I'm like, I didn't know. Oh, it's a team? And then I was hooked from there. Westside Gunn Gonzalez. That's your full legal name, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, listen, B. To have the cloth and the life that you went through, man, to be embraced by an institution like Buffalo Bills organization, how really smooth is that to know that real cloth is part of that make?
I mean, you know, like I said, it's that goes a long way. Just being real goes a long way. Like, no matter what. I was just talking to somebody, you know, earlier. It's like, I don't burn no bridge because you just never know.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You always got to just stay on point and do the right thing, and you could be rewarded for that. You know, you just got to have patience. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, even just coming into this, like, I already knew where we was going to take it, but I just had to have patience. I already knew I didn't make club records. I already knew I didn't make, you know, radio records. You know what I'm saying? But I just knew, you know, the art and just the style would just, like, override all that shit, you know what I'm saying, and make people just be wanting to be them. Because, you know, even I remember when I did my first tape, you know, this was like when Atlanta was just, the game was Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in New York thought they was from Atlanta, you know what I mean? And I was just like, yo, you know what I mean? When everybody going this route, I'm going to go the total opposite.
Yep.
And it's not even me changing. It's just me being exactly where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And putting that on a larger scale. I already knew nobody ever came from there, so I was going to have to work 100 times harder. But, you know, just being real, you know, the respect going to come. And once people just started fucking with us and really seeing that people real, got a real story, the sound, everything authentic, how can you root against that?
Yo,
you know what I mean?
Armani, I'm gonna tell you something, right? So I looked at this human in the face a few years back, right? And this is when he started rocking with the shade thing, and I was like, you know, now that you're, you know, working in cahoots with Shady and M, and we know the success that he's had and stuff, are you gonna make some music that's gonna like try to be like on a mass appeal type thing, you know, where the sound changes and everything? He looked at me in my face and he said, no, I'm going to do what I'm doing, what I've been doing. And I walked away like, wow, man, how beautiful is that, man?
It's amazing. Because, again, like, even though that's not the intention to be, you know, like mainstream or known by the masses, it's like they can go anywhere and people know them. They got murals all over the world. They got people tatting their names all over the world.
That's true.
You know.
Who was somebody that was a Griselda fan that you was like, oh, word?
Everybody Griselda fan. What
Yo,
you mean?
listen, I had enough of this. I'm about to take my hoodie off. And look at this. This dude's a beast over here, B. What's going on over here in
Shout out
America?
to MVP, man.
MVP's in. What's up? You want to arm wrestle me? We do this right now, son. Oh, my gosh. Yo, so I'm going to tell you something, Armani, right?
What's up?
And I'm a snitch because I be snitching my ass off. So your man over here, he does a little ad in Times Square, right? And he pays for like, you know, a month for it to burn. But somehow, some way, that shit stayed up for mad long. How amazing was that?
God is the greatest, man. We stood in Times Square for 2 years, man. Eastside Buffalo
happy.
shit.
Yeah, you still got your jacket with the patches, the little aviator shit?
Yeah.
That shit's... What size is that, B? I'm going to need to go in...
Yours?
Yeah, four back. Let's go. MVP, step back, MVP. Step back. Oklahoma, OKC. What's going on, TC?
I'm out here riding around getting it, doing ratchet shit to y'all's music. You made me a wrestling fan again, bro. It's always good to see you on the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
I can't wait to see what y'all cooking up on there.
I was a wrestling fan early, fam. I was out here buying the little hard-ass LGN. What is it, LGN? LCN? The toys? You know, little rubber joints? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
MVP know what I'm talking. LJN? Classic, B. I loved it, man. And it had the ring and everything. You had anything?
Of course.
Come on, son.
All of that, man. Man, the thumb toys, all of that, yeah.
And I love that you in that space, B.
Yeah, man, that's one of the things that make me happy, man. You know what I'm
See?
saying? For real, keep me level.
Salute, man. Thank you, everybody, being great right here. None other than Armani Caesar. Listen, everyone, set your GPS to Liz 2, man. Make sure you guys go in that direction. We're going to come back right here, live at 45. Wow.